Good morning. My name is Karen Odom, and I'm currently employed with the Chicago Public Schools. I started off as a program supervisor for an extended day program that Mayor Daley he implemented as a pilot study with 10 Chicago Public Schools. And my school site was one of the pilot schools. Well, when we got a new mayor, the mayor was not going to fund the program. And the school site that I'm currently working at, we have over 500 students. So we had enough technology that we wanted to keep it, but we didn't know how to propose it to the new mayor in order to keep this technology. So my boss contacted me over the summer and said, I need you to be the lead person for the tech department. We're gonna run a whole tech department in order to keep these computers and these iPads, and you're the only person in the building that I feel like have enough knowledge to be able to do this. So I didn't tell anybody, but I just ran a web-based program. The only thing they had to do was log onto the internet and complete a math program and a reading program. I didn't do anything technical. I just managed the program. When there was a problem, I would call the IT people, and they would run me through the steps over the phone. So I said, I need to get myself in a position where I can maintain this new job. So I enrolled in the A+ class, and the information that I was receiving, I was able to bring back to my job site, and people actually qualified me and said, well, you know what, this young lady really knows what she's doing. A lot of people at the job and within the Chicago public school system, they don't see a lot of African American women working in IT. So it was something that I had to make sure that I was capable of doing, because a lot of the people that you see in IT are typically men. And especially, you don't really see African American women. So I knew that it was my responsibility to educate myself and qualify myself to be able to maintain employment. And as a result of me enrolling in the A+ class, I've been able to solve problems that we had at a local level, network level. I've even shared things with the IT people over the phone that they didn't even know, because I asked on Saturday, write it down, and take it back on Monday. So I've just learned that this is about survival of the fittest. You have to be able to put yourself out there, work hard, and be able to apply yourself to be able to let people know that you're qualified to do it. It can be done. The answers are out there. You're not going to know everything, but you got to know how to get the answer that you need and be resourceful. And just on this past Friday, with the 50 school closures in Chicago Public Schools, there have been a lot of things that happened different in the district. And they're moving away from paper and pencil. Students are not taking tests on booklets anymore. Everything is done on computers. So as a result of getting a new board president, she wants the students to be tested on a computer using a network and everything. So the ISAT that the students took, it really didn't qualify anything. It doesn't determine promotion or anything. But this new testing, NWEA, will determine if the students are promoted and how well the teachers are teaching. So my boss just told me on Friday, because of the certification program that I'm going through, he wants me to become the testing coordinator. And as a result of that, I will be receiving a double-digit increase in my salary. So I'm very grateful for this program, because it has offered me opportunities within my job site and my school site, where it has given me the opportunity to earn more money and sharpen my skills. So this is something that I think that a lot of people in our community need to take advantage of, because it's not just about working at AT&T or Comcast. These jobs are everywhere because everybody is trying to move technical. They want to keep up. So employment opportunities are everywhere. And I want to encourage you all to really take what Pastor Reyes is telling you to heart, because it's all so true, and it's relevant for the day and age that we live in. And I want to just leave this last thing. I do agree that the class is very, very rigorous. You know, it's one day a week. You have to apply yourself and study. But I've been through college. I've obtained a master's degree, and it has not opened the doors that this class has opened for me. And I've been through regular university schooling. So know that what Pastor Razor is saying is true. You know, this certification has opened way more doors for me than a master's degree. And I still have to pay Sally Mae every month. So this is something that you really want to open your ears and your hearts to be able to receive this information.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dina Cole, and I'm actually probably more the newbie of the panel, and so I'll go from a different angle on this. Um, I spent probably about 20 years of my working life completely miserable, utterly miserable. I went and I got a paycheck, just like everybody else, but I was just completely unhappy. And I think that falls into the category of a lot of us as a culture. We accept the jobs out there because we feel like we have to. Before I go further in my story, I just want to press upon you all that we don't have to accept things just because we think we do. This whole program is an opportunity for us to grab onto what we feel or what we want and desire, take hold of it and live it. And that's exactly what all of us on this panel has, are, and will be doing. So with that being said, I started here last February in Pastor Razor's CompTIA A+ course. Challenging, exciting, hands-on, completely worth it. Pastor Razor is awesome, energetic, technical expert, all of the above. I have nothing but, I can't even express to you all in words how I feel about this program, how I feel about the teachers, the staff, how I feel about the administrative staff, who's the backbone, who's been here and doing everything from administrative to making coffee for us when we come dragging in here on Saturdays. And like Pastor Razor's mentioned before, it's a setting of which I always want to be a part of, no matter what transpires. So went through the A+, got that certification, went right into Dr. Felix's class, which was the Cisco entry level. Very challenging. I think Derek mentioned that, or Jack, which were two of my Cisco classmates. Very challenging. It's no joke, but it is definitely doable, because I'm sitting up here telling you that it is. It's not, nobody up here is, well, I shouldn't speak for everybody. I'm not a genius, y'all. Not by a stretch. But I worked hard. I committed myself, and not only that, I had the technical expertise of Dr. Davis. He knows his stuff, and there's no, it's hands down, he knows his stuff. Received the Cisco entry level certification a couple of months ago. I was really happy about that. Continued on into the class. The class continued to be challenging. Let me also say too that all of the equipment that we work on hands-on equipment. We have routers and switches in each pod of 2 is how we were set up, pod of 2, and on each side were a relay rack of routers and switches, and we made networks happen. We made them, we broke them, we maintained them, we troubleshooted them in every direction. And we did this on a regular basis. We also had our online tutorials and educational modules, and we also had a we had Packet Tracer, which is our simulator. So when we weren't in class with hands-on, we were able to still put networks together on our simulator. So all this has come to today. I took the CCNA test and passed it. I am so happy, y'all. I am so happy. And then not only that, I am starting my very first IT position on Monday. All right. With a company called YJT Solutions. They're a private company that provides managed IT services for trading firms. So it's going to be a really fast-paced, high-intense, get in there and learn some things. And it's going to be, I'll be an IT support analyst, of which I'll be handling the technical side for desktop support, as well as some networking troubleshooting. So what I've learned over this past year, and it's only been, a year and 3 months? What I've learned over this past year has equipped me for my career. This is my career now. And I'll be 40 years old. And so I am reinventing the wheel of my life, and I'm extremely happy and proud of that. And I have to thank CITC, Pastor Razor, Dr. Davis, they have completely helped me to transform my life. And I really encourage you all to take those steps.
My name is Kendra Wiley, and it's such an honor to be here and to be especially a part of this panel. You know, the spirit at CITC is just so inviting. Before I went to CITC, I was a daycare professional. So I am as far from technical as you can get. You know, and I knew how to work it because they teach you typing in school. So, so you know how to work the computer, but to really know, you know, the inner workings of the computer, I didn't. And, you know, anyone who has children know that the daycare profession, they don't pay. You know, you don't make the money that you need to kind of help support your family or do. And I kind of get the best of both worlds because Elder Reza is my pastor, and he's just a great man. He's a great man, and he provides opportunities for not just those that are at his church, but in the community. If you want to learn, they're going to teach you. I started the class, I think, February with Derek and Deanna, and I will sit there, and I'm like, oh, my God, I am in this class. And I'm like, am I really going to understand and know how? And he took the time, and if you didn't understand, he took extra time. And you can sit there, if you had to sit there till 5 o'clock to figure out how something worked, you know, or figure out what went wrong in the, you know, you're trying to set up the network. And one time I think it was something that we did, but we could not connect this computer to this domain and this domain to this domain. He said, well, what'd you do? I said, I don't know. But he said, well, sit here until you figure it out. But it just was, you know what, but he stood there with us. And when we couldn't figure it out, he showed us how to do it again. And when I say that anybody can take this class and be successful, I'm a living witness, and I'm a testimony that you can take this class. If you don't even know about a computer, if you don't know how to turn it on, he's going to teach you how to turn it on, how to plug it up, how to do everything. Before I left the class, I had a job. And I was so grateful because ever since I've been working. And when people call me, you know, and say, well, can you take the job? I'm grateful that I can turn some down, you know. And then I'm also grateful because, you know, we have a great support system at CITC, you know, how we just network. How, you know, if somebody has a job lead, they put it out there. And then if I have a job lead, I put it out there. And, you know, we're just helpers one to another. And I'm grateful because I just got hired at Comcast. And June 2nd, I started full-time permanent. I've been working contract. You know, CITC has just opened so many doors for me. And still yet opening doors. I turned down a job yesterday. I mean, it's just such a blessing. And between Elder Reza, and I haven't been in Dr. Felix's class yet. Yet, but I'm going. So, but they are such great men. And when you come in there, you don't just get training. They teach you how to work, how to interview. They teach you how to write your resume. They even teach you some things in life to talk about who we are, the challenges that you're going to face, and these are how you overcome it. And, you know, I'm just really, really, really grateful and blessed, you know, and God gave me favor because I don't have my A+ yet, but I am still yet working and still yet getting those offers. So if you take the class, you're just under an umbrella of blessings.
Okay. She doesn't have her A+ because she hasn't taken the test. That's the only reason why. I'm going to ask Trey.